The investigation into the deadly mass shooting in Orlando focusing on the shooter, Omar Mateen, and who or what led him to storm the Pulse gay nightclub early Sunday morning.
It's like we've been chasing this ghost, trying to understand who he is. What we found is just a man full of contradictions.
Omar Mateen was born in Queens, New York in 1986, after his parents had immigrated to the United States from Afghanistan in the early 80s. In 1991, he and his family moved to Florida. He most recently lived here in Fort Pierce. The troubles in Mateen's life seemed to start early. Friends described him as an angry child who acted superior to others, but who was also bullied. He eventually attended an alternative high school after being expelled for a fight in May 2001. His classmates remember him celebrating the terrorist attacks of 9/11.
One person described him standing up and saying Osama bin Laden was his uncle, and the teacher pulled him out of class and sent him with the safety officer to the dean's office. These kids remember the dad walking up to Omar and slapping him across the face.
After receiving his GED from an adult vocational school, he earned an associate's degree in criminal justice technology from Indian River State College in August 2006, and then attended the school's training academy.
The darker sides of who Omar Mateen is, or the more detailed aspects of his character, started to come to light when we talked to some of his former classmates at the corrections academy that he attended for a time and never graduated from. He really wanted to be a police officer. Omar Mateen did not graduate from that academy. He was expelled. And that's because his former classmates told us he made a threat. Shortly after the Virginia Tech massacre in 2007, he told a man who he used to carpool with that he might bring a gun in at some point, or he threatened to bring a gun into the academy.
There's people out.
After leaving the academy, he became a licensed security guard in 2007.
And that's when he seems to have settled down somewhat. His first wife, Satora Yusufi, says that he was sweet at first. He was just a loving husband. Within weeks, it changed, though.
A few months after we were married, I saw his instability. Then after a few months, he started abusing me physically.
Yusufi's family rescued her from the marriage after just 9 months. In September 2011, Mateen remarried to another woman he met online, Noor Zahi Salman. They had a son the following year.
Miss Mateen, can we just talk to you for a second?
But his family life was not what it seemed to some, that he might have been hiding something about his sexuality. Friends and coworkers wondered about whether Mateen was gay as early as his days at Indian River State College. At least 2 men in Orlando said they had previous contact with Mateen on gay social networking and dating apps.
We have reports that Mateen visited Pulse nightclub prior to the attack, that he reached out to gay men on gay dating apps. That information has fueled speculation that maybe Mateen was gay, that Mateen was possibly leading a double life.
For years, Mateen's job as a security guard seemed to be the only steady thing in his life, but eventually problems arose. In 2013, while working as a contract security officer at the St. Lucie County Courthouse, Mateen told his coworkers that he had family connections to Al-Qaeda and was a member of Hezbollah, 2 groups that are bitter enemies. Mateen also told them that he had mutual acquaintances with the Tsarnaev brothers, the Boston Marathon bombers. He also spoke of dying a martyr's death. His co-workers reported him. The FBI interviewed Mateen and placed him in the terrorism database. Mateen claimed he had made the statements in anger because he was teased about his Muslim faith. After 10 months, the FBI closed the investigation.
Authorities are investigating the shooting as an act of terrorism, and police are now looking into whether or not the shooter was a lone wolf.
He said he was doing this for the leader of ISIL, who he named and pledged loyalty to.
The Muslims in this community have all said that they don't believe that he actually was a supporter of the Islamic State, that he actually was this huge extremist, but they think that maybe there was something else going on.
In the first week of June, Mateen purchased an assault-style rifle and a handgun at a Port St. Lucie gun shop. A week later, Mateen walked into a gay nightclub in Orlando and unleashed his demons, killing 49 people in the worst mass shooting in U.S. history.